Yo, what's up you guys? Welcome back to the channel, and in today's video it's gonna be absolutely crazy on what happened to me over the weekend. Let's just get right to it. Let's go. Alright guys, so the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna start off by telling you what happened, and then I'm gonna show you what happened. So I apologize if you hear any wind noise in the background. It is looking like it might rain here soon, so I wanted to make sure I got the video clip real quick so that way I can upload it for you guys, because I have some more stuff coming this week that I wanted to share with you. So first things first, last Friday I went out, and on my way home the roads were open, nobody was on the highway, we were good to go. And so first things first, last Friday, I went out, met up with a friend of mine. We went to the lounge, we did our thing, chilled. And then, on the way over there, I'm not gonna lie to you, I had one attempt that happened where I got away with that one, where it was a black Mustang 5.0. So it was a nice GT, it was very loud. I think it was a female that was driving the car that pulled up and downshifted and wanted to do a thing. So we ended up doing a pull. And I need to make sure I carry my GoPro with me, even though I don't race my Camaro or Prime. I don't race it like that, but I need to have it just for those clips when it does happen, because in that case Prime won that race and it was clear as day. I was way ahead of her, and I wish I would have got that. So shout out to that girl, because the car sounded nice. It was quick, it wasn't slow for sure, but it wasn't faster than Prime, which was amazing. Now I felt like, okay, I got away with that one, I was good to go. And then on my way home, I can't believe this happened. On my way home, I'm driving, the road is empty, highway is empty, we're good to go. All of a sudden, I see a motorcycle coming up slowly. I can't tell if that's a cop or whatever. So I'm just cruising, I'm just doing my thing, right? And I'm literally legit, like, at this point, I'm like 3 exits away from my house. This bike pulls up, there's 2 people on it, a guy and a girl. He revved it one time, and he kind of stepped on it, and I just kind of gave him the peace sign, like, yeah, that was nice, sounds sick. It was a nice bike. And then he slowed down, and as he slowed down, he revved it again. And when he revved it again, I was like, you know what, the temptation got to me, I'm not gonna lie. We was in Mexico, doing a thing, on my way back, but the temptation got to me. And I see an open road, this guy's wanting to see what's gonna happen. I ain't gonna lie, I wanted to see what was gonna happen, and sure enough, we went at it. We did like from a 65 or 70 pull, and we just did what we did. Now we got to like 130 or 140 in Mexico. I started a pull on him, legit started a pull on the bike, right? I could see him on my side, like he's starting to fall behind. And as I'm like, I think I was about a half a car up to a car or something like that. As I knew I'm like pulling, I'm starting to pull away, I said, all right, I'm about to let go of the pedal. Soon as I'm about to let go of the pedal, I hear something just snap off the car. And all I hear is like a screeching scrape sound all over again, kind of like when my airbags went out a few weeks ago. And I was like, God, no, not again. I looked down at the controller, and there's nothing wrong like with the airbags. I pull over, and let me show you guys exactly what happened. You're not gonna believe this, man, but let me show you. So here's what happened. From the downforce on the car, right? Those 2 splitter rods on the right side and the left side, they're pulling down the front of the car. So at high speeds, it's constantly using downforce, keeping the car low to the ground. Right? It puts so much pressure on the top of the bumper, it literally snapped off half of the bumper. The whole top portion with the grill is gone. You guys, I have never seen anything like this in my life. I've seen it before where splitters will break, right? With too much pressure from the wind, the splitter will crack, and I've seen it before where the grill might break, you know what I mean? Like this might happen right here where the grill snaps off, which I wish that was the case, because if that was the case, that would have been $85 and I would have fixed that, just replaced the grill. But in my case, the entire top portion of the bumper is gone, you guys. I can't believe that. It's hanging literally by 2 screws that are bolted on the bottom of the car, where it's mounted to the chassis. And then I believe, if I'm not mistaken, it's just these 3 bolts right here that are from the wide body right here, because all this right here is off. It's not on the car anymore, right? It's crazy. I literally was mind blown when I seen that. Then the guy pulls up, parks with me. He saw me pull over, and he parks with me, and he gets out, and it's somebody that I know. You know what I mean? And the first thing he says to me is, "Damn, Dilla Prime is fast as," I don't want to say the F word, but you know what I'm saying. And I was like, bro, I appreciate that. Like, I'm not gonna lie, like, that was a cool run. Like, I might have won that, but I lost here because, number one, a few things were not worth it. Number one, I have to get a whole new bumper now. I have to get a whole new bumper in the front of the car, and I have to get a whole new wrap redone on the front, which is extremely hard to do because the shop that wrapped Prime about 1.5 years ago is gone. They're no longer open. Now, the girl that wrapped Prime, which, yes, it was a girl that wrapped Prime, the girl that wrapped Prime still lives here in Arizona. The other person that owned the shop moved. So all of this right here needs to get rewrapped. Not only is it Avery material, like, this material is not cheap. It's Avery material, but it's also got laminate on top of it, like a clear bra on the whole car, and it has ceramic coating. So you guys just imagine, the wrap itself all the way around was $7,000. The front, I always used to tell people I don't race because I don't want any rock chips, because that might cost me like $1,000, $1,500 just to rewrap that. I didn't get any rock chips. I got the whole top portion of the bumper gone. It's gone. It literally flew off. Here's what was really stupid about that situation. I'm not gonna lie to you. That grill hit the guy while he was on the bike. It hit him. Thankfully, he didn't fall off the bike, right? Thankfully, it didn't hit him hard enough, or his girl that was in the back seat. None of that was safe. So I don't recommend any of that happened. I'm not gonna lie to you. And I told him, I said, dude, why did you tempt me? Like, the first go around, I let you go. Then the second go around, you came again. Like, it wasn't good for nobody. You know what I mean? Like, for nobody. God forbid, if he would have fell off that bike, she would have fell off that bike, that would have been a whole nother story. If I would have popped the tire because of this flying off, going under the car, hitting another car. I mean, so many things could have happened. And I'm very grateful that they're okay and safe, and I'm okay and safe. But I got to deal with this. So I wanted to personally show you guys where I'm at right now with the bumper. It is absolutely gone. Right now I'm aired all the way out. The car is aired all the way down, and the bumper is sitting on the ground. I didn't want any more pressure of it hanging. I do have something in the works that I'm going to be announcing here later on this week, and I'll show you guys on a video. But obviously I'm going to need a new bumper. I just wanted to show you guys firsthand. Let me know if you guys have ever been in this situation before, or you've seen something like this. I mean, the whole thing is gone. There's nothing up top. It's gone. The bumper is ripped off. I can't believe that. I literally cannot believe that. So what's crazy is, you guys, first of all, I appreciate everybody that messaged on Instagram and saying, I'm really happy that you're safe and everything is okay. You know, I appreciate that. Some of the comments were trying to make me laugh and stuff like that. One guy said on there, damn, Dilla, how fast were you going? Were you trying to go back to the future? I was like, bro, you know what? Like, I've never seen anything like that happen before, but there was so much downforce that literally it ripped off the top portion of the bumper. So now I got to get a new bumper. I got to get it wrapped. Thankfully, I did get a hold of the girl that wrapped Prime back in the day, and she's looking at trying to get me the film for the new bumper. Let me know down below in the comments if you guys have ever experienced something like this. You know, it's not fun. Believe me, it's not fun. I thought about maybe making the splitter a little bit shorter on the next go around. You know, just make it a little bit smaller, not so aggressive, sticking out like that, where it'll take less wind, you know, downforce. I don't know. I don't know what to do. I mean, because where these are connected, I feel like they're in a good spot, but it was just putting so much pressure down the middle of the bumper, it completely tore it off. So either way, I just wanted to make this video short, simple, straight to the point, showing you guys my current status right now. And you know, I am already working on getting that new bumper, so But it just sucks because that's a waste of money right now, to me personally. Like, I feel like every time I'm putting some money to the side so I can have that down payment ready for the ZL1, something happens to this Prime. And the crazy thing is like, I'm not gonna sell it, you know. Like, my goal is not to sell this to get the ZL1, right? Do I have my little moments where people are throwing me offers that I'm like, wow, like it's hard to pass that offer up. Either way, as of right now, Prime is staying right over here, and the goal is to continue to save for the ZL1. I'm just praying that things work normally, because I don't even drive the car like that. I only drive it over the weekend. Literally all week I drive my Kia Optima to work, so I don't drive this. But one way or another, let me know what you guys think, how you guys feel, if you guys have had any situations like this happen to you. I hope they don't happen to you, but if they have, I'd love to hear what you did and how you got it all resolved. If you put those in different areas, I know that you can mount these strut bars straight to the crash bar right over here. I know you can, you know, but at the time, the company that did this install, which shout out to Gorilla Splitters once again, that splitter hung in there with that drop. They didn't have that thing where you plug it to the crash bar. At the time, they didn't have it. So I was like, you know what? You know, let's just do what we do. Put it on there. It still looks good. I should be fine. And here we are. So if it's your first time on the channel, be sure to hit that subscribe button. A like definitely helps out the channel. Leave me that comment down below. Turn on the notification bell and keep up with every video that I post up, so that way you know what we're going to be doing next. I'm going to continue doing vlogs as well. I just want to make sure that the car is ready so we can hit these car shows, because things are starting to come back to normal a little bit, where car meets are happening, and I want to be able to travel with Prime, so that way I can maybe come to your city and you guys can check out Optimus and I can say what's up to you guys. So in the meantime, between time, man, A Dilla, bow, Prime time, we'll bring him back. You know how it is. And I'll catch you guys on the next video. Peace.